time to find out where the hell Iris has gone and what's going on with that. Now it is worth noting that in the other route,
Iris might be with number 89 at this very moment.
it is worth noting that in this other route, Date said this is supposed to be the time that you live.
We need to find her immediately. Now think, Date. Where would Renju go?
I mean, I know where Renju would go, but like I said, but are we supposed to know? Not the second. Sunfish Pocket.
Ota already searched Sunfish Pocket. It's open for business. However, Iris was not there. I didn't ask about Renju, but I am sure that he would have told us.
Not the second housing. Lemniscate?
I got a call from Mizuki. She went to Lemniscate, but no one was there.
Okay. So it would only be his house.
Renju's house is currently occupied by officers from HQ. If he went back there, we would have been contacted. It's true that they've known each other for some time, but when we went to the house, he was not there.
Okay, yeah, so the cold storage warehouse.
The cold storage warehouse. Maybe he's there.
I mean, considering that was the option that came up when I asked a bunch of other ones, you know. I just hope she's not stuck to an ice cutting machine. Or stabbed multiple times in the back. Well, she's not on the table. And the ice cutting machine's not
There
over
is no one here.
Damn. He's not here? Let's go, Iba.
Wait.
What's wrong? Is there someone here?
No living organisms detected.
Then...
No living organisms detected.
Oh,
You mean-
great.
Let's search the area. We might be able to find something. Date, the forklift. Doesn't it seem off somehow? It hasn't been in use for some time, but something is peculiar about it.
Something that I'll investigate later.
Yeah. The dead body was right here on the workbench.
Empty cardboard box, nothing on the shelves, sorting box. Just with the forklift, nothing but the ice cutting machine. Yeah, so I literally just had to exit the forklift. Okay. Oh shit, Iris is underneath it. That is definitely
No.
Iris's body.
This can't be.
Shit. Fuck. But wait, it's her right eye.
Iris. Iris.
Why's her right eye gone this time? That I don't know about. Does that mean 89 killed her?
Have you settled down?
Can't cheer me up now, Kagami.
The scene is being inspected without you. This time the body didn't disappear. However, you lost consciousness. I didn't expect you to faint. Seeing that corpse must have been incredibly shocking. I did not predict you to be the fainting type.
I bet that now's not the
I
time.
suppose humans are unpredictable. Now that you're back, let's get back to business. You are conscious, are you not? Are you at a loss for words?
Yes, now give him some fucking space. But
Date, don't let negative thoughts consume you. Thinking that Iris died because of me. If I never took her to Ota's, this wouldn't have happened. If you truly believe that, then your brain is completely rotten. Or perhaps when you saw the corpse, your head became filled with images of blooming yellow dandelions.
What?
Oh, you're talking now. Was I correct? If you consider the situation logically, even an elementary school student would understand.
Huh?
Fine. Allow me to pluck some of those dandelions from your mind.
What?
I will ask 3 questions. Please answer honestly. First question. The cold storage warehouse was not in regular operation, but even so, the AC was on, and a minus 58-degree temperature was maintained. Why is that?
Hang on, I'm going to be investigating other things. Well, there really isn't much to. The warehouse is being used.
Why? For what purpose?
Okay, fine. It's to preserve something.
To preserve something?
Yes. Let us move on to the next question. Second question. There was something strange about the corpse. Do you remember what that was? That is a unique factor, but there was something else. Something more peculiar.
More peculiar? Yeah, I guess it was completely frozen.
Iris's body was completely frozen. The temperature read negative 58. With Iris's weight... Just wondering, but how much do you weigh?
Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady that?
105 pounds.
Right.
I see. 105, huh? It should have taken about 18 hours to freeze solid, but we were...
Wait a moment. Before you draw your conclusion, allow me to ask my final question.
By not believing her, we caused her to die.
Question 3. 2 days ago, Sunday night, you found a dead body in the cold storage warehouse.
But did that one have the left eye missing?
But afterward, you visited the Sagan household and discovered that Iris was in fact still alive.
Are there 2 irises? Is that a different iris then?
Why?
Yeah, because I saved her in SOMNIUM.
Because we saved her. We saved her in SOMNIUM.
Date, think logically. What occurs in dreams does not affect reality.
But it
and
did.
Parallel worlds, that is even less possible. So if that's the case...
But it did happen.
What I saw on Sunday must have been a hallucination. It was a dream.
No, Date. You're overthinking it. You saw the corpse, but Iris was alive, which means...
I see. I understand now. Maybe we're thinking about this all wrong. Iris isn't alive. She's dead. I saw the ghost of Iris.
Mr. Date, it's time for your medication.
You stop with that.
You mean?
You've got it.
There are two. Are there two irises? Or was that a dummy?
The corpse is completely frozen. Getting a more thorough look would require removing the cloth. However, we would not want to be disrespectful. You can use a certain vision mode instead.
Yeah. Does it have no bones? Yeah, it's just a dummy.
I don't believe it.
The stomach is swollen slightly. She
What?
appears to have been pregnant.
What?
How?
Do not worry. The uterus does not contain a fetus.
You mean after she was killed?
No. The fetus was not present in her body when she was killed. She must have been killed after giving birth.
What?
The distended stomach does not immediately shrink after birth. The expanded uterus takes some time to return to its normal size.
Excuse me?
This evidence makes one thing perfectly obvious.
How did they jump to that conclusion? That's not what I jumped to.
This corpse isn't Iris.
Wait. Is that Iris's mother and it's some weird, like, clone thing? Where the Iris we saw wasn't the real Iris and there was some weird time travel shenanigans where it's like she gave birth to a version of herself that's like really similar and looks exactly the same. So it's like that Ever 17 thing?
It's someone else.
Which means...
Iris is still alive.
Not necessarily. She could be alive. We haven't confirmed that yet.
Well, whose body is it then?
Multiple stab wounds with a single-edged, sharp object to the victim's back. Judging by the size and shape of the marks, the weapon was most likely a kitchen knife. This matches what you said on Sunday.
So this is the body I saw then. Is there an estimated time of death?
Impossible to determine. This body has been completely frozen for at least 10 years.
10 years?
10 years? She was killed more than 10 years ago?
Exactly.
Think. I feel like I should know something to this. I feel like this should...
Her identity is unknown. Her killer is also unknown, but there is one likely suspect.
The original Cyclops killer?
Let's consider the clues. The scene. Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse.
Right.
Sunday night, we saw So here.
Is she one of his
And there's
mistresses?
something else about So Sejima. We witnessed someone similar to Iris being stabbed repeatedly in So's Somnium.
But it wasn't Iris. It was this woman.
That is highly likely.
What we saw was So's memory from more than 10 years ago.
I believe that is the case.
Iba.
Who is it? Yeah.
Unknown.
Well, it has to be
Renju
someone.
and So?
But we still do not know where Renju is.
That means that we need to talk to.
So Sejima.
I'm like fucking, excuse me? Don't worry, So's gonna be dead. Right. Fortunately, no one's around. Oh, well, So's here.
I thought I told you never to show your face here again.
Oh, hey, you're not chopped up in a pot this time. Look, I just came to look at your lanterns and your trees and your lovely yard. Just a pyre. And the pond and the bridge. It really is a nice place if you think about it, you know? Ah, fine.
I didn't come here for Shoko today. I didn't come here for Iris either. Instead, I'm here for a girl who looks like Iris. Did you kill her?
Date, look.
I knew it. You killed her, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I've had enough of your shit, Congressman. You wanted to check on the body of the girl you killed. That's why you were at the cold storage warehouse 2 days ago.
Are we gonna have to sync with So again? Because I really don't want to.
Where is Renju Okiura? You know where he is, don't you? You were at an Okiura fishery warehouse for a reason. There's definitely a connection between you two, and that's not all. Number 89 called your secretary, the same number 89 that Renju escaped with. Now tell me, where is Renju?
There's gonna be a lot of security guards coming out soon, and they're gonna have guns, and they're gonna start blasting away at you. Yeah. I feel like I called that.
We'd like to ask you to please leave.
Meanwhile, Date pulls out a rocket launcher. No. Oh, hey, it's a different car this time.
Damn it, So!
There's nothing we can do. We did arrive without a warrant. We were technically trespassing. If he had called the police, we would be in a predicament. We would have been detained immediately.
That is true.
Who would look after Iris then? Do you intend to leave your responsibility with Mizuki and Ota?
I mean, Mizuki can handle it, even though she's just a kid, but yeah, I don't want to leave anything to Oda.
Ah!
Calm down, Date. We still have our lead.
Lead?
Before I explain, we need to discuss the corpse in the cold storage warehouse.
I mean, I guess we do.
Let's give her a name. Because she is frozen solid, we could call her All Ice or Alice. What do you think?
I think a body frozen entirely and made up of Ice Knight is entirely preposterous and not at all what happens. I mean, what, was she a mummy or something? No. She's certainly not an Egyptian hitchhiker.
Alice and Iris. I believe it fits nicely.
Damn it, Aiba.
All right, Alice. What about her?
Someone might be able to identify her.
Who?
Allow me to ask you 3 questions.
Again with this?
First question. You have
Right.
seen this corpse more than twice. 3 times, in fact. When was the
Right.
first time?
The time you saw the corpse was after the 10 and 2. Left in the center console, by the steering wheel, with the glove box, around the time of the passenger seat, when the gear shift went to the rearview mirror, when Chrono Master did it with the lamp. Wait, no. That's not it at all. It wasn't the candlestick. 2 days ago Sunday night.
That was the second time. When my body was out of commission and you went to the warehouse on your own. I'm not talking about then. I'm talking about the very first time.
Wait. They didn't dress up Shoko's body, did they?
3 days ago. Saturday night when I synced at Abyss.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, right,
In the
of course.
SOMNIUM world. We saw the frozen corpse of a girl.
I totally misunderstood that.
Question 2. Who is the girl?
Oh, Alice.
Now I know. That girl was probably Alice.
Most likely, yes. So we have technically known Alice for 3 days. One last
Okay.
thing. The final question. In which Somnium did we see Alice?
Mizuki's.
My roommate, Mizuki Okiura.
Exactly. You mentioned something about Mizuki's Somnium being some kind of prophecy.
Right.
Prophecies are nonsense. Dreams
Well,
are not made of the future. They are made from the past. Therefore,
Mizuki has seen Alice before.
there is no other explanation.
Aiba, where's Mizuki now?
Where we went with Iris yesterday, Ikume Shrine.
The shrine.
Unknown.
do
She
you mean
is supposed to be
unknown?
looking for Iris.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Date,
Did you find Iris?
if I did, I would have told you already.
Right.
Don't mind me, I'm just gonna investigate everything. Monument. Flowers. Choyoza. Okay, yeah, there wasn't anything in there.
I think he's searching Akihabara right now. Last time he checked in, he said he didn't have anything.
Okay.
Iris used to like this shrine. She told me about all her memories here. We used to come here all the time. You know those steps in the front? We would sit there together and talk about things, like what gluten-free means, and eyelash extensions, and aerial yoga. And we would talk about all our problems together.
What gluten-free means?
Sometimes we would talk late into the night. So I thought that maybe she'd be here, but it looks like I was wrong.
I mean, that's a reasonable conclusion to come to.
I think Iris is with Renju.
With Daddy?
Yeah. Her note mentioned her most trusted person. It's probably Renju.
Yeah. I remember that mermaid girl saying something like that.
Yeah.
He was looking for Iris.
That was weird that there was that delay there.
Does that mean that Daddy is the one who called for Iris?
Maybe.
It could be. So I need to know where he is.
But I haven't been able to get a hold of him.
Guess we gotta do the about Alice thing.
Mizuki, I have something very important to ask you.
Oh boy.
You've seen her before, haven't you? 3 days ago, I saw her in your Somnium. The body of a girl who looks like Iris, Alice.
Right.
Your dreams are built from your memories. So that corpse...
Oh, well, maybe Mizuki's doing all the timeline hopping.
Mizuki, please, answer me. Iris's life is at stake.
Huh? What do you mean?
Right.
I need to know everything about Alice. If I find out who she is, I might be able to solve the mystery of Renju and number 89, and that might lead me to Iris.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
Okay, I'll tell you about Alice. It was about a month ago. I saw my daddy crying in the president's office at Lemniscate.
Wait, a month ago?
I was peeking through a crack in the door so he didn't see me. Daddy got up, then got into his car and drove away. I had never seen him like that before.
Okay.
I was curious, so I followed him in a taxi. That led me to the cold storage warehouse. He got out of his car and went inside. I followed right behind him, quietly. Daddy was standing next to the forklift in the back. I hid behind a shelf. I watched Daddy open the hood of the forklift, and then, after a little bit, he left. I wanted to know what he was looking at. I went over to the forklift, and I looked under the hood myself. And then...
You saw it.
You saw Alice's dead body.
But at the time, I thought it was Iris. The corpse looked exactly like Iris. I couldn't believe she was dead. I just couldn't. So I went to Iris's house.
Huh? What's wrong, Mizuki?
Iris was alive. I thought I was going crazy or dreaming. I tried to convince myself that it was just a hallucination. What was I supposed to do? Daddy would have been in trouble.
I mean,
So
that's
you kept
true.
quiet this whole time?
Yeah. What do you mean? I couldn't just ask. It would have changed everything. I thought that as long as I stayed quiet, everything would be okay. I didn't see a dead body. I wasn't even at the warehouse. I repeated that to myself over and over and tried to forget the whole thing.
Repressed memories are often the subject of somnia.
That makes sense.
That's why Alice showed up during the sync.
I actually met with one of the higher-ups at Daddy's company last night,
Oh yeah?
before I went to Matsushita Diner,
Why?
because you asked about the cold storage.
I mean, I guess that makes
I
sense.
was curious. I asked around some, and... I found out that Daddy was managing the warehouse before I was born.
Right.
After my grandpa died, Daddy took over. In exchange for managing the warehouse, he gave ownership of the company to someone else.
Okay.
I guess he didn't want to let this place go. Or maybe he couldn't let it go. That's more accurate, I think.
Maybe.
But I understand why. Inside that warehouse was...
Alice.
Yeah.
On paper, Daddy has nothing to do with Okiura Fishery.
Right.
Daddy was still managing the warehouse. And he was the only one allowed in there, too.
Okay.
That was part of the agreement when he gave up the company. And the whole thing had to be a secret. He really stressed that point.
Hey, Mizuki. How long was he managing the warehouse?
For 18 years. That's what the man told me.
18 years? From that long ago?
Yes.
Iba, I need an emergency search. Missing persons from 18 years ago.
Understood.
That's gonna take a while.
Dante, I found her. The girl who looks like Iris.
What's her name?
Monica Iwai. 19 years old at the time of her disappearance.
Okay, I'd heard that name. Wait. Wait. I want to check something. Does someone have the last name UI? No? That's weird, because I thought for sure someone else had the last name EY. Okay.
A graduate of Eitoku High School.
What?
Renju was my classmate at Eitoku High. We've known each other for 20 years now.
Wait.
When I was young, I lost someone very important to me.
Oh, that's who it was.
Monica Iwai, my best friend. One of the only friends I had.
I knew I'd heard that name before.
Alice's Monica.
Well, at least the EY part before.
Hitomi's friend who went to the same school as her and Renju. But why? Monica's body was found just now, but even back then, Hitomi knew. She
Right.
knew that Monica was already dead. Aiba, where is Hitomi right now?
At headquarters for questioning, MPD still believes that the body they discovered was Iris.
Got it. Contact boss. Have them bring Hitomi to Abyss.
Are we gonna sync with Hitomi?
Roger that.
Because if we are, then I'll know a great stopping point. Wonderful stopping point.
You're awfully calm. You saw the corpse of your daughter today. You were called into the station to confirm her identity. And yet here you are. Cool as a cucumber, even though you lost your precious daughter. Shall I guess why? Because that body isn't Iris. And you know it.
Are you serious?
Yes. Her name is Monica Iwai. She was killed when she was 19. She went to the same high school as you, and she was your best friend. Isn't that right? Nothing to say for yourself? Hiding something? Maybe you killed her with Renju.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, now you're talking. But we know Renju committed a crime, illegally disposing of a body, and we can prove it.
Monica's body was found. Her right eye was missing. Her body showed the cause of death. The murder weapon was most likely a kitchen knife. She was also pregnant.
So what happened was that... I guess it's that 89 code.
Monica's corpse was this warehouse. Mizuki witnessed this, of course.
Right.
Because Monica's corpse is... However, her appearance appears to be unchanged from when she went missing 18. Thus, it is extreme.
So her baby would be...
Just turning 18.
Oh, I see. I thought Hitomi didn't actually look like... Okay. So Monica Iwai is Iris's actual daughter. I mean, mother. Monica is Iris's mom. Iris is Monica's daughter. Hitomi adopted her after she was killed, and she was killed by 89. The horrible thing that 89 did was, yeah, okay.
The cold storage warehouse where the body was found. It's been managed by Renju Okiura for almost 2 decades now, and witness testimony proves that he knew about the corpse there. And if I'm not mistaken, you knew about the corpse too, Hitomi. You and Renju have been close since high school. It's not too much of a stretch to think that he told you about the body. And I remember you telling me once.
When I was young, I lost someone very important to me. Monica Iwai, my best friend. One of the only friends I had.
Right.
How did you know that she was dead?
I didn't.
Don't play dumb. I know you're hiding something. You know what happened 18 years ago, and you knew she was pregnant. You were her best friend. Of course you would have known.
Right.
Tell me everything.
Date, she's not going to talk. Sync with her.
That's what I thought.
Date, I'm sure I've told you enough times by now, but please, come back within 6 minutes.
I can't promise you that, Pewter.
What do you mean?
Well...
I mean, I'm not coming back until I find something.
Date, you can't.
Why not?
You know why.
Because it will take over my consciousness?
Yes.
But if it's only a little...
No, not even a little. If the sync passes the critical point, the damage will be irreparable.
But what does that mean exactly?
Yeah. It means they know because they probably did it with you, and you probably lost 6 years and burst your eye, and I don't know, they probably used a prototype thing on him. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, there's a locker, but there's nothing in there.
No.
I'm not hiding anything.
Real convincing, Peter.
Then let's try it. Let's experiment with my mind. Then we'll know for sure what'll happen.
Fine. I'll just say it.
Yeah?
Pewter, tell him.
Me?
Tell him, Nagi.
You know more about it than I do.
Well...
Ask Pewter. He knows more about it than I do.
Well, first off, 6 minutes is not a hard limit. It could be 7, or even 8.
I don't care about the exact time. I'm asking what happens if you go beyond the limit.
Do you remember the story I told you about the egg?
Yeah, why?
Yeah?
If you imagine an egg as your consciousness, the yolk is what goes into the subject's brain. The white remains inside your shell.
Right.
If you go beyond the limit, your yolk will not be able to return to its shell.
Because the subject's mind will start to take over the sinker's consciousness, right? I know that part already.
Indeed. But there's more to it. After the yolk is devoured, the egg white is brought through the machine next.
Huh?
And there's more.
So it's what's left.
It's not just the sinker's brain. The same process eventually occurs in the subject's as well. In other words, the entire egg ends up being replaced.
So your entire mind.
Consciousness, memory, they are traded. Switched.
Oh, fuck. He switched his mind with 89.
The human brain has what
That's
can
what
be
happened,
understood
isn't it?
as a memory limit. One brain can only hold one consciousness, and it can only contain one person's memories.
Now you know everything. Talk to the boss.
Is it really everything, Peter?
I was unaware of this as well. This information is not on any accessible databases.
We had to prevent the possibility that the system could be exploited.
Exploited? But
Even if it wasn't you, someone else might try. We
That's
didn't tell any
true.
sinkers this, including you. Project Sync is a top-secret project. It's a matter of national security. Even sinkers are on a need-to-know basis. Think about it. What if you were kidnapped by bad people who tried to make you talk?
bad people?
A criminal organization, spies from another country. Those people. If you blabbed about Project Sync, the entire country might be at risk.
Right.
You heard it from Pewter. The sync machine isn't just for entering a person's somnium. It can also be used to swap bodies between two people. Imagine what this machine would be used for in the wrong hands. That's why I didn't tell you. We can't let this secret get out.
Swapping bodies between two people? Trading minds?
So I wonder if they're going to subvert it.
Remember what I told you earlier. Are you listening to me?
Yeah, I got it.
Are you really okay?
I'm fine. Start it.
Understood. Let us begin.
What in the hell?
God?
Well, I wonder if this has multiple paths to it.
I am the god of fire. I burn erotic books with my flames of red-hot anger.
My, how ruthless.
Ow!
Way to go, Iba.
Are you okay?
That hurt.
I'll let you read this porno mag if it'll make you feel better.
I will burn it.
The fog is making it pitch black.
Oh, this could be a tricky one.
The light over there. Is that a firefly?
Let's say sure.
Somnium scan. Activate.
Please no more than 4 lux. Okay. 2, right. 3, 4. Okay, 4, that's it? That's it, right? Nothing else? I'm pretty sure I have a feeling what this secret is.
It disappeared?
No, wait. It might still be nearby.
Right. Okay. Well, I think since I've gone beyond where I meant to go by a good 45 minutes, I'm definitely going to call it here. So, until next time, take it easy.